Yeah, Maury, this is the toughest stretch of the season for the Patriots coming up here. 5 of the last 7 games of the year feature a matchup with the opposing team with a record over 500. So if they want to prove that they're a playoff team, which they're seeded right now, this is the time of year to get down to business. With the defense that they've been playing, the offense just that only missing piece for New England as we head into this matchup on Thursday. Yeah, Taylor, David Ortiz and Red Sox fans have been talking about the day Big Papi would become a Hall of Famer, and today officially he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, making those dreams come true. Goosebumps during that exact quote right there. David Ortiz officially in the Hall of Fame, and a lot of people that grew up watching David Ortiz play will always remember a certain home run or a hit that he had in the playoffs or regular season. Now future generations can come back and see him here in the Hall of Fame, among the greatest forever. Reporting live in Cooperstown at the Baseball Hall of Fame, Sam Knox, 12 Sports. It wasn't an ideal start to the Winter Classic for the Bruins, trailing 1-0 after 2 periods, but it was Jake DeBrusk who put on the cape and saved the day for Boston, scoring 2 unanswered goals, leading the Bruins to a league-best 29th win. The Miami Heat live to see another day as they take down the Celtics at the Garden. 111-103 the final. Jimmy Butler absolutely lethal against the Celtics tonight with 47 points. The Celtics were helped out by Derek White, who had 22 points, and Jason Tatum with 30 of his own. But now it's all about Game 7 on Sunday night. So the Celtics find themselves in another Game 7 situation, this time on the road in Miami. Sunday night tip-off at 8:30. We'll see how resilient the C's are coming off of a loss in Game 6 at home. For now, reporting at the Garden, Sam Knox, 12 Sports. After a historic season for the PC men's hoops team making it to the Sweet 16, there was a big buzz around this year's Friends of Friar basketball reunion, and on top of the program's continued success, Friar legends were welcomed back to Providence for a much-anticipated Coaches Roundtable. For many, the holidays are a time of celebration with family and friends, but for one local high school football coach, it's used as a time of reflection involving 2 major pillars in his life, family and football.
Get there. Get there. Yes! 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 2, 3! Yes! Let's go!
For Josh Lima and his family, football was the center of the household.
Good job, guys. Good job. Growing up, playing football and being in a household where football was important. Competing was important. You got it. Come on, 5. You got it. You got it.
Years of devotion towards the game, and it found ways to give back.
Get in the end zone. Touchdown. Let's go. 1-1-1. 1-1-1. Let's go. A lot of the lessons that I've learned through playing and coaching football. That boy 7-1. That's how we play, man. Great job. Relate and really show in my life. On it, on it, on it. And I tell these guys all the time, the way that I am with my wife or my family or my daughter, a lot of the lessons I learned was through hard work and effort and competing. Patrick! Great job, my man.
Yes, coach.
Great job.
Yes, coach.
Keep it up, all right?
Yes,
Great
sir.
job.
One of the biggest things Josh took from football, dealing with adversity, which he had to face earlier than he thought, when his dad Bruce was diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2016.
We thought he had a little bit more time than he actually did, and it really spread and got worse much faster. Much faster than we thought it would. It went from, we think he's got a couple months to he's got maybe a couple weeks, and then within 2 days I think he's got, 1 day.
The cancer spread in 2020. At the same time, Josh and his wife Lucia were expecting their daughter Carmela. Josh's father was dying and was doing everything he could to meet his granddaughter. With time running out, the family found a way to introduce the two. Bruce put his hand on the stomach of Lucia to feel little Carmela's kick.
It was a special moment, and our daughter's super active, and when she was in there, she was kicking all the time, so he got to feel that, and it was special because we knew there wasn't a lot of time left. So for him to, be able to just kind of be in that moment, and the nurses there were just fantastic. They brought him a hat with the, greatest grandpa hat and stuff. So it was a special moment, I think for my wife and I.
Soon after that special moment, Bruce passed away. Now Josh carries on with the memory of his father still right behind him in the stands.
Before every game, when the anthem's going off, I always kind of give a look up because he was always there. He was always at the games. My mom and dad were always at every game.
Good job, Andy. Good job, Andy.
Cheering, celebrating.
Good job, one. Way to be.
He'd be as upset as I was if we lost.
During the hard times that were brought upon Josh, his players were able to take a valuable lesson from the hardships.
Coach, you know, he's a little open with us during meetings and team stuff like that. And he told me this story that definitely resonated with me, and it was about his dad. And he was talking about how a couple months prior, before his dad passed, you know, his dad was over his house and he was on his phone, like not really paying that much attention to his dad. And then a couple months later, you know, unfortunately, his dad passed, and he was just telling us how he wished he can go back in time and like not take that for granted. But unfortunately, you can't go back in time. So I really took that lesson with me and not take anything for granted.
No matter what, you know, you got to fight through it.
Fourth here.
Whether it's adversity on the field or it's adversity in your life, you know, we're here for each other and you got to fight through. And for me, it would have been easy to kind of sit back and feel bad about the situation, but it was, no, I got to get out there for these guys. I got to get out there for the program and be there with these guys.
And he is, every Friday night on the sideline with his wife, daughter, and mom right behind him cheering him on, knowing full well that his dad is also right beside him. The thrill of making a big call or winning a big game is important, but what's more important is the impact that Josh is making for his players off the field as well. Sam Knox, 12 News. You know the phrase, look good, play good? It's always nice to have a teammate that cuts your hair before or even during games, and that's the case for the Ocean State Waves.
I started getting into cutting hair my freshman year of college. Some kid on my team did it when he was a junior, I was a freshman, and I thought it was sick. Bought myself a pair of clippers and...
Joe Sinella pitches for Seton Hall, but a few years ago he found a new talent as a barber. He found a way to combine his love for baseball and cutting hair, setting up his chair for teammates and sometimes fans.
It makes it more fun 'cause I get to know all the players better. Like, you talk to them for like 45 minutes at a time, so it's like you're more comfortable with everybody, and it just kind of like is a good time. Usually when I'll be cutting a player, I'd say like around like that area, and kids just swarm around. There's like 10 kids at a time. They're all asking for haircuts. Their moms are around. I had like a bunch of moms and kids over here the other day. I had like 30 of them taking videos and stuff. It was cool.
Last week, Joe started a game on the mound and still found time to cut hair.
I started a game. I threw 6 innings, and then after the 6th inning, I set up my chair, and I gave out like 4 or 5 haircuts till the end of the game, and that was it. And then when I don't play, I just set it up and do it all day.
Joe says playing pro ball is the ultimate goal, but it's nice being a barber and having those skills in his back pocket. Reporting in South Kingstown, Sam Knox, 12 Sports.